I just went through the whole starting order for you guys not to hear me. But at least you got a chance to see it as Garrett Maines takes him to the green flag. I did a whole bunch of updates on my computer and it messed my mic hookups around. So we got Garrett and Kenneth side by side through turn number 1 and 2. Garrett Maines down low, Kenneth up high. As they come out of turn number 2, we're going to see a lot of this here tonight. Dega with the trucks, a whole lot of draft playing a role. As they come down the back straightaway, we got one bailing out. He's going to the back of the back. Stay up front here with Kenneth and Garrett side by side into turn number 3. What are the strategies going to be today? They do not have enough fuel to make it the whole way. They got to figure out when they're going to pit as they come out of turn number 4, long front straightaway. Whole lot can happen down the front straightaway as there's still nose to tail for 2 rows way back through the field. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. 2 by 2 as they come across the line. Kind of trying to get an advantage up at the top side. In that number 30 machine. Garrett Maines is going to fight back down low. He's got Joshua on his back bumper as they head through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. We got the 51. He's going to bail out of line. He's going to the back. Get back in line as Kenneth is going to drop down in front of the field. Matthew Baker right behind him. That's going to push Garrett Maines side by side for that 3rd position. So single file for the top 3 as we come out of turn number 4. Here comes Baker to the top. He's going to jump to the high side. He wants a piece of the lead. Lester's going to be happy here as here comes Baker. He's going to lead this one with Garrett Maines on his heels to come across the line. Top side rolling there. And almost it's kind of a sitting duck. Top side stalls out when Garrett and Matthew move down to the bottom lane. Kenneth is going to sit in 3rd. They're going to be side by side for 4th on back. Jason Maines he's on the bottom lane. As that top side does not have the same momentum they had a little while ago. Hashtag Wes, thank you for the like. Wes, thank you for the like. Don't forget to get those shares out there. As we got Matthew Baker out in front. Garrett Maines 2nd. Kenneth 3rd. Here comes Jason to the high side. He's got to push out of the 60 and Jeff as they come down the front straightaway. He's making up some ground. Can he be side by side with Baker when they come to the line? It's going to be Baker that time by. But he's got Maines up high. Baker's mom. Got a lot of Baker fans out in the chat. As we come out of turn number 2, they're going to be side by side. We got a slow car up front. He must have started from the pits, but he's going to. This group is going to roll up on him fast. What are they going to do when they get up on him? Is he going to be able to hold it up high, or will he be able to drop down below the acres? He does not want to go a lap down, but at least he'll be the lucky dog. Jason out front on the high side. Matthew down low as they come through the tri-oval. It's going to be Jason Maines this time by, but Baker fighting back on the inside. There we go. We got Stubblefield in here. We got another one. He's got a little bit of work. He's sitting back there in that 32nd position, but I got a feeling he's just trying to save his stuff. 50 laps here is an awful long time. It's a lap car. Pulls down underneath the yellow line. That's the thing to do. They're still side by side for, what is that, 8 rows? 16 cars deep as they head into turn number 3. Jason Maines up high, Matthew Baker down low as they continue to battle side by side through turn number 3. Baker with the advantage with that top side, always gets the run. Coming out of turn 4, but Jason Maines, he doesn't quite have it. It's going to be Baker this time by. 51 and the 42. Baker and Maines, there we go. I love a talkative group, guys. Definitely works well for me as we're side by side down the back straightaway. 51 and the 42. They're going to head down into turn number 3. Baker getting the damage, and moving some momentum. What is happening up top? It looks like the 60 of Jeff might have had to back off a little bit. Maybe they were overheating. But they're going to gain some momentum again out of turn number 4. As they head down to the tri-oval. Who's going to lead this lap? It's going to be Baker again. We got father and son side by side for that second spot. Garrett down low, Jason up high. We got a wreck. They're wrecking. In turn number 2, big wreck. First caution. Johnny Fields, thank you for the follow. As we had the first caution, a whole bunch of cars caught up in that one. Let's see if we can figure out exactly what happened there. Sounds like the 21. All right, let's find the 21. Where is he? We're going to go ahead and go from the blip. Let's take a look and see if we can figure out. Ooh! He just went straight in the turn. Big wreck. What's up, Ox? Not as bad as it could have been, but a lot of trucks caught up in that one. So Baker out in front as they go to catch the pace car. We are 7 laps complete in this one. So, Ox, how'd you like that short with you making it to the start-finish line there? That was pretty wild. So we got Matthew out front, Garrett Maines, Jason Maines, Kenneth Stanford, Jeff in that number 60. So a bunch of cars caught up in that one as we are pacing here for the first time tonight. Hey, Ian, if you're out there, let me know, what are the payouts tonight? Is it what the flyer says, or is it different? It's been a while since I've seen a good money race for Ian. Will these guys come in and pit now? It looks like they're all coming down to pit this time by. So this may get them the rest of the way through this one. I'm not sure. But everybody coming down pit road. Everybody on the lead lap anyway. There will be an extra lap of pacing because we did have a lap car. As these guys try to get pit road figured out, who is going to be the first one off of pit road. Looks like it's going to be Dalton out there first in that number 46. He's up 17 positions. Unless he didn't pit. Let's go take a look. Okay, Dalton did not pit. So Baker, the first one out. Dalton did not pit. He stayed out in that number 46. Oh. Now everybody's going to pass him this time by. So something else going on here. Not really sure what's going on with that number 46 machine. But it looks like Matthew Baker's going to hold on to that top spot. Garrett Maines second. Jason Maines third. Bunch of cars coming down on pit road, getting that gas. Let's see, who do we got pit road? We got some cars with damage. Remember, there are no fast repairs in this series. No fast repairs. So Dalton in that 46, he stayed out, but it looks like he's going to sit in that 4th position. Looks like the leaders might have still beat him to the line coming off the pit road. So it looks like it's going to be Matthew, Garrett, Jason, Dalton, and Jeff for our top 5. What's up, Mayo? Thank you for the like. Should be getting one to go this time by, guys. One more lap to go, I believe, when we cross the line. 35 should get a wave around here. Matthew Baker is our leader as we come through the tri-oval. How's everybody doing on their Sunday evening? Glad I got some people over there on YouTube. That's nice. Trying to get to that 4,000 hours watched to hit that milestone for YouTube. That'll be awesome if you guys support me over there. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you share that feed. Barbecuing some steaks. I'm coming to your house, David. What kind of steaks you cooking? What kind of steaks we cooking, David? All right, so we are stacking them up, getting ready to go. Green flag this time by. They're going to take the green flag, and you're not going to be able to tell the difference because these guys are going to be side by side once again. Yeah, I love some ribeyes. I definitely love some ribeyes. But you know what? I got a smoker too, so I cook some prime rib once in a while. I mean, I mix it up. I definitely mix it up. But I love my steaks, especially good ribeye. Fun fact, Fun fact, I used to sell steak, chicken, and seafood door to door for 5.5 years. You know the little pickup trucks with the freezer on the back? Alright guys, we're getting ready to go green flag race, and they are stacked up 2 by 2. It looks like Matthew picked the outside. He's got Dalton McKinney on his heels when they come out of green. When they come to the green out of turn number 4. Got the mains down on the inside. It really makes a difference who you buy from, though, because most of the steaks on those trucks aren't very good. I was lucky. I worked for some decent companies, but I did work for some that had some questionable, and I didn't work for them very long. So 35 cars, trucks starting the race here tonight as we hit the green flag here, coming to complete lap number 10. Matthew's going to jump out in front of Garrett. Garrett on his heels. Jason in second. As we head into turn number 1 and 2, they're going to get single file for the top 6 really quick. These guys are ready to do some laps. Yeah. I mean, the quality of beef has definitely gotten a lot better over the years too. But yeah, I worked for some good ones. I got lucky. Oh, a lot of tenderizer and some of those things. All right, Baker out in front. We're gonna jump back here. Let's check this battle with the 7 and Nash. Adam was trying to find a way around him. He's gonna fall back in line. Here comes Nash to the high side. He's looking to gain some spots up around Carey as they come out of turn number 4. Side by side here for that 7th position. Top side trying to get organized. 069 of Adam is blinking. Is that going to create a problem as they come out of turn number 2? Down the back straightaway, top line is starting to get organized. Nash leading the way on that top group. He's got company up there. He's got one that moved out in front of him. That's Dalton McKinney. Remember, he stayed out. Here comes Jason and Garrett. They're going to move to the top side. Whoa, now they're going to form a third lane as McKinney moves to the top side. Coming across the line there, 3 wide. Through the tri-oval. Who's going to lead this lap in? Looks like it's going to be Garrett. This time by that middle lane really fast as they head down towards turn number 1 and 2. Stay up as Baker works that bottom side. He's got a push from Jeff. They're making their ground up out of turn number 2. It is 3 wide down the back straightaway. Top side working. 3 trucks up high. They might need a little bit more help to be successful. That middle lane will be really fast right now as they're getting a pull for both sides. Garrett Maines has the lead heading into turn number 3. Bottom side starting to get some momentum. Here comes Baker on the bottom side. Can the top side get a run out of turn number 4? Garrett does in the middle lane with Jason all over his back bumper. Coming through the tri-oval. That middle lane is going. It's going to break them out as they come across the line. Garrett's going to lead that time by. Side by side, about 5-6 rows right now, top 12. You got to put a blanket over them as they are shuffled for position further back. Oh, we're going to get a few more rows of side by side as they head down into turn number 3 and 4. Garrett and Jason keeping the top side. What's up, Jason? How you doing? Side by side through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn 4. Remember, guys, they are out here to win $350. Whoever takes the win, 175 for second, 90 for third, 50 for fourth, 35 for fifth. Big money here on iRacing as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Garrett Maines has the advantage on the high side. Matthew Baker now gets the edge coming out of turn 2 down on the bottom. He's got to figure out a way to make it work out of turn number 3 to take a win, but he's got a long time to figure it out. Still side by side for the top 6 rows. 12 people side by side up at the front of the pack. You got the ones further back. They're just kind of sitting there hoping something happens, trying to take advantage. You got a little bit of battling further back. Back up to the front, 2 by 2 as they come out of turn number 4. So clean. Such a good group of drivers as we come out of 4. Who's going to lead this time by? Will it be Garrett? Will it be Matthew? It looks like it's going to be Garrett. Out of turn, out of the tri-oval. He's going to lead that lap. Oof. Side by side, Baker now with the advantage through 1 and 2. Out of turn 2, we got 30 plus people watching. What's up, everybody? As we come down the back straightaway, Baker gets a bump and upsets the truck just a little bit, but he keeps it going straight. Jeff has been a great pusher in that number 6. He's ahead into turn number 3 and 4. He's got to stay on that back bumper. Baker's getting the advantage through 3 and 4. First time he's got a really good run. Into turn 3. Can he hold it? Here comes Garrett back on the high side. Heading through the tri-oval. Garrett Maines out front. Here comes Matthew fighting back on the inside. It's going to be Garrett this time by. Once again, almost gets Jason out in front of Baker. Down through turn number 1 and 2. Baker's fighting back down low as they head through 1 and 2, coming out of 2. Side by side, good push on the bottom side. Top side is pushing where it needs to right now as they battle side by side down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 there, side by side. Matthew gets a 3. Is he going to be able to hold off the top side? Top side should get a run out of turn 4. Here comes Garrett on the high side as they head to the tri-oval. Garrett almost got the advantage heading into the tri-oval. Who's going to get it at the line this time by? Your guess is as good as mine, but if you got, I don't know. I don't freaking know who had it that time. That was close at the line. As these guys try to figure out where they're going to need to be at the end of this one. 17 laps complete. Side by side, up at the front. Back as these guys are shaking it down back here. They're trying to catch this lead pack now as we head into turn number 3. Man, Baker's got a hole. Guessing probably a pretty good chance. He likes to win these races. He definitely is good at winning these, and I've seen him put some pretty cool boosts, but we got a lot of Baker fans. I'll tell you what, Baker is not disappointing. He's been strong on that bottom side. Right now it's looking like sounds like it's raining outside. It's looking like Garrett's committing to the top side regardless. Oh, we got one loose back there. He saves it. Yeah, in that number 7. He's in this front pack. He's currently in the 7th up on the top side. Thanks for watching, Julie. Side by side through turn number 3 and 4. Good run for Baker, but Jeff not quite close enough. He's going to have to get to that bumper. Garrett's backing up to Jason's bumper. They're going to have a good push coming out of 4. That's going to be a huge advantage down the front straightaway. I love this track. I love the way the draft works. If you can plan it perfectly in these trucks, you get some amazing runs. If you're in that top 6 to 8, you have a chance of winning this on the last lap for sure. Even in a group like this, they can only block so many lanes, right? Down the back straightaway. These guys trying to get it figured out. It is a little chaotic as we watch them race down the back straight. That is the, what is that, the 04 there? Ambrose, he's the one that's struggling a little bit, getting a little squirrely in that front pack. Somebody just said something to him. Fits on the bottom side. They're going to get a little more organized as they come out of turn number 4, heading towards the trioval. Bottom side trying to work as they come to the line. It looks like Matt might make it. No, Garrett's going to lead it that time by. Let's go ahead and jump on. Let's jump on with Jeff. Oh, we got one pushed up to the top. He is battling out of this one. We're going to jump on board, though, with this number 60. As we watch him push on the back of Baker. Side by side, coming down the back straightaway. He's got to get right on that bumper, but Garrett's got to run heading into turn 3. But good bump late in the straightaway. He's going to push Baker up ahead. But did he push him too far ahead? He's got to grab that back end coming out of turn 4. Garrett gets a big run as Jason times that perfect as we come through the trioval. Baker getting that push from Jeff as we're on board with Jeff coming through the trioval, coming across the line. Garrett's going to lead that lap once again. So the top guys starting to get it single file. Still the top 8 side by side, but everybody behind him's gone single file. 21 laps complete. We are almost to the halfway point. Coming down the back straightaway, we got a lap car up there. When will that lap car play a role, and how will it play a role in this one as they head through turn number 3 and 4? So hard for Matthew to decide where he's got to be. He's stuck on that bottom side. Garrett can kind of go wherever he wants to go. As we jump on the right rear, look at these guys racing back here behind him as we come down the front straightaway. It is wild up here. He's going to play back up against. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I don't love it the same way I used to. I definitely love watching the racing. I got into a lot of dirt racing, so it made me feel differently about what we would call auto tracks. But I definitely enjoy the strategy. If you don't think there's strategy at Dega, you don't know how to race Dega, because there's definitely a lot of strategy. Where you put your car, if you want to be out front, if you want to be pushing through the pack, there's so many different things that you can do here. As they come out of turn number 4, they are 5 rows stacked. Once again, nope, 4 rows. As they come out of turn number 4, lap car up ahead. As they head through the trioval, coming across the line, it's going to be Baker that time by as the lap car jumps up to the top. Lap car jumps up high as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Baker with an advantage. He's bringing Jeff to the left. Lap car definitely playing a role in shaking up the air and how comfortable those lap cars are. Here comes the top side, though. Garrett pushing towards the front. Once again, he's got it. Him and Jason come down in front of Baker. They're going to leave Nash up top by himself. Does Nash have any help? He's got the 14 of Francesco as they head out of turn number 4. Can the Canadian push the number 7 7 and Nash to the front. They're working together. Good teamwork up at the front as we're coming up to the line. Nash almost gets there. Side by side for the lead. Nash now next to Garrett. It's ahead of the turn number 1 and 2. They need a little bit more help up at the front. Here comes the 23 of Carey. We got 3 cars up there. Is it enough? Oh, here comes the 4th one jumping up to the top side. Chasing figured out. Oh, 6. The 6th car, Danny, jumps to the high side. He's been blinking a little bit. Can he keep the blinking under control when he gets to the back bumper? That's when these cars tend to blink the most. Oh, it gets a little squirrely. Oh, we got pit stops. Pit stops as they come down onto pit road. Ton of cars on pit road. Oh, we're wrecking on pit road. Wrecking on pit road. It looks like Sean gets the worst of that one. Nash is now leading the way with Francesco on his heels. Carey in 3rd as we come out of turn number 2. Will these guys pit this time by, or can they stay out a little bit longer? 25 laps to go. Garrett, the first one off pit road. Let's see what this pack looks like. They're going to be a little bit more spread out. Jason with a good pit stop too. So Garrett and Jason come out. Matthew and Jeff just a little bit behind them. And everybody else is way farther back. Those 4 cars ought to be able to catch them. But we'll see. Danny stays out in the number 6 by himself. He is going to regret that decision. But these guys now on pit road, we'll see where they end up. Let's go jump on with Garrett as he has Jason on his heels as they head through turn number 3 and 4. 24 laps to go. Danny stayed out in that number 6. He's way out in front of the field. But unless he gets a caution, even if he gets a caution, he's still got a pit. He might be over here tonight as these guys are coming out of pit road. Daniel beats Nash off pit road as they head through 1 and 2. Here comes Garrett. Garrett on the high side. Out of turn number 2. They're going to have a head of steam as they pass these guys out of turn 2. Little 4-car pack. They're going to need a little bit of help. All right, they're going to get in line. It looks like Daniel's going to be close enough to be able to suck them in. Danny out in front. He's got a pit. Is he going to run out of gas? Garrett, Jason, Matthew, Jeff. All in line here. Ken, Daniel, Nash, Dylan, catch them. They're close enough to snip the draft. They're only 6, 7 cents in the second out. It's going to be awful hard for those guys to shake them up if these guys don't go racing as they come out of turn number 2. All right, so it looks like we're going to have a 7-car pack. This pack from their back right here. Led by Kenneth Stamper. If they can stay single file, can they catch those top guys? They got more help coming back, but we got the 76 of Brad here looking high. What's up, Brad? He's ahead through 3 and 4. They got this next pack catching them, so they're going to have a pretty big pack here. As the leaders are now racing, that's going to help those guys if they can stay organized, catch up to the field. They're 5 seconds back. We'll keep an eye on that time. Side by side at the front is Daniel. Gets the push from Nash as they come out of turn number 2. Yeah, right? Down to the back straightaway. Side by side as Danny has the lead in that number 6 because he hasn't pit. But this is essentially going to be the battle for the lead because Danny has to pit. Daniel up to the high side by side, out of turn number 4. Coming to the line. Danny still out front, has not pit. These guys battling up at the front. Oh, if this was a battle for the lead, Daniel would have had it this time. Side by side up here in that front pack. Let's keep an eye. They are actually pulling away from this group because they're racing side by side. Oh, these guys got to get organized. They're not even close. They're not even in the money. Back up. Well, this is the front. This is our leader in the number 6 right now. He's up here in lap traffic. He's going to have to pit soon. Will we get another caution? He's going to need a caution, or I think he's going to go a lap down. This essentially is going to be a battle for the lead as these guys have already made their pit stops. Side by side for that second spot as Daniel works the high side. The second group now 6 seconds back. They're losing ground, battling side by side from this group. This is going to be the battle for the win. If it goes green the rest of the way, 20 laps to go. Brad Neer on the bottom in that number 76. They're trying to get organized on the radio saying, hey, we need to go single file. Sorry, guys. All right, 5's going to come down. We got lap car up ahead. If these guys can get organized, do they have enough time to catch the leaders? They may have played around too long side by side. They're going to probably need a caution at this point. Danny here in this pack, luckily with nobody that wants to race too hard. Oh, we got a wreck. We got a wreck down to the infield. No yellow flag. No yellow flag. Danny out in front. Garrett second. Jason third. As the battle for second in this battle. As they head down into turn number 3. Garrett's got the advantage on the bottom side, the top side. Daniel trying to come up with Nash on his bumpers. They come out of turn number 2. Like I said, this is going to end up being your battle for the win. Right here. Danny out there. Definitely hurt him. He's got a 23-second lead. But there's no way, especially leading this pack here, that he's going to be able to make it on gas. Side by side in this pack. Let's go check on the next pack. Brandon away, maybe? Yeah, Brandon in that number 5 leading the way with Brad Neer on his heels. They are starting to get single file. They're almost 7 seconds back. Tight in this pack here. When will Danny have to pit? He is losing about 2.5 to 3 seconds a lap up there in that number 6 as these guys are battling side by side here for that second position. Roger, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the like. How'd you end up doing? Where'd you end up finishing? I know you would have. Uh-oh, we got a wreck. We got a caution. Caution on the field. Caution on the field. That saved Danny. I mean, he's still got a pit. Still going to put him at the back of the pack, but that definitely saved him. Whew. I just caught the tail end of that. Oh, it's the 5 car. Holder gets a push from. Ooh. Caution flag is out with a push from Brad Neer into Brandon Holder. Brandon's going to have to tow. He's going to be done for the night. Excuse me. Yeah. Got goofed up. That speeding penalty. That speeding penalty got you, Roger. Alright, so they have caught the pace car. Who's going to pit? We know Danny's going to pit. He's got no choice. Will anybody else pit? Garrett and them a ways back. If he's able to jump down now, they're still 23 seconds back. I don't think it's going to let him pit this time by, though. Is it? That doesn't matter. Garrett's close enough now. I was going to say, he might not lose as many spots as we thought, but they caught him. All right, here comes Danny down on pit road in that number 6. I know, yeah, everybody else staying out. The 90 of Daniel, he's coming down. That's a surprise. Dylan Jones coming down. Will anybody else? The 42 of Kevin Winker comes down on pit road. So definitely some takers and some more behind him. Back in the pack, I guess I get it. You know what? And having some gas here helps bring that spoiler out of the wind. It could be an advantage if they get gas even. But we are at 15 laps to go as we have got our second caution of the night. All right, we got a lucky dog. I don't know who the lucky dog was. They're talking about it. We'll let them talk about it. So, how's everybody tonight going? Who's your picks in this one? Let's go through. Let's go through. I think we should get enough time. Got Garrett Maines in that number 31 out in front. Jason second. Nash in third. Matthew Baker in fourth. Jeff in fifth. Kenneth in that 6th position. Dalton in 7th. Javon in 8th. Eli 9th. Trevor 10th. Keith in 11th. Oh, there's still a lot of people, yeah. Carey in that 12th position. PJ in 13th. Brian in 14th. Jordan 15th. Dylan 16th. Daniel 17th. Danny in that 8th position. Kevin in 18th. Brad Neer in 20th. Timothy in 21st. Coleman 22nd. Jerry 23rd. Sean in that 24th position. He's got damage on the nose of that thing. Adam 25th. Francesco in 26th. Got that Marlboro number 04 in the 27th position. Mikey Hart should be getting the wave around here in 28th. I don't think fresh tires, I don't think will make be a huge advantage. We've got a few cars that looks like they're going to take the wave around. All right, so we got a couple cars taking the wave around. They're going to stack them up with one to go. You know, fresh tires, you know, I could see that. I could see gas taking the spoiler out of the air. That could be an advantage if you're in the back. If you're in the back, you got nothing to lose. I just don't see, if you were inside the top 10, I wouldn't have pitted for sure. If I had enough gas to go the rest of the way, I'm in the top 10, I am definitely not pitting here. And I think we did see some people. Daniel. And it bit him because he got a penalty, I believe. So Daniel in that number 90. As we get ready to go green flag racing. All right, who's your picks? Let me know. Yeah, I still don't think. I think regardless, if you're in the top 10, you don't pit. Outside the top 10, you think about it. But if you're in the top 10, I don't think if there's an advantage, the draft is going to take that advantage away. Maybe there's one little move they can make with those new tires that they couldn't make prior, but it's not going to be a life-changing moment, I don't think. But hey, I'm just a broadcaster. No kidding. All right, we're coming to green with 13 laps to go. Will we get another caution flag? Will somebody be aggressive to beat the pro? Garrett Maines out in front. Pace cars off. They're going to stack them up side by side. Garrett down low, Jason up high. You got to imagine they're going to work together. Either they're going to stick each other to each row so they can control it, or they're going to give each other a little bit of room to slide in. We got Nash in that second spot down on the bottom side. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as we come down into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side, up at the front of the pack. Garrett down, Jason up high. Oh, we got a little bit of an issue. That's on my side, guys. As we come down the back straightaway, side by side, all the way through the field. We got a lap car up ahead in that red car. How is that going to play a role as they head into turn number 3? Side by side, that is the 04 of Ambrose. He's going to keep it high as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Garrett Maines with the advantage down on the bottom side. Nash on Garrett's heel. Here comes Baker and Jason up on the high side as they come to the line. Father and son, who's going to lead it at the line? Sharks going to take, yeah. I think Jason got it at the line as he's got Baker all over the back bumper. Through turn number 1 and 2, they're trying to form a third line. Are we going to get a third line as we come out of turn number 2? Down the back straightaway. It is starting to form up there. Will anybody else jump up? They are making ground on the high side. What a bold late move. We got one into the wall. That was a late move by the 46. It stacks up and kills all the momentum in that top lane. Who was it? That was the number 30. The 30 of Kenneth Hart into the outside wall, I think. Nope, that was the wrong number 30. I don't know who that is. Oh, 90. The 90 of Daniel Hart into the wall. He's got to have some damage as they're side by side up at the front of the pack as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Garrett down low, Jason up high. Can they get a third lane going? That's what it's going to take to keep the Maines up at the front. The Maines have the reins as they run down the back straightaway, heading towards turn number 3. Jason in the best position right now. That top lane is going to be hard to beat as they head through 3 and 4. Baker's going to get back right on his back bumper coming out of 4. Watch the push that Jason gets. Well, Nash pushing good down on the bottom side. Time that timing right. As they head across the line, it's going to be Jason, I think, by a hair at the line. So Nash pushing Garrett there definitely helped that bottom side a lot. Top side trying to form his Brad Neer up there in that number 76. Can he make his way up to the front? He got the EOL for the cause of caution. That last caution flag. He's trying to make it up to the front as he's got the 46 on his back bumper. That is Dalton McKinney. They're pushing forward with just 2 trucks up on the high side. Making ground going forward. We got one that jumps up there. 3 cars up top is the 19 of Dylan C. Jones. Jumps up to the top. Is that enough to get the top side working? Brad all over the back bumper of the 19. 19 gets squirrely as we come across the line for 9 laps to go. Big lead by Jason as they come to the line. Can the bottom side push back? They got the 14 car coming off of pit road down low. Bottom line coming back with Garrett Maines. Coming out of turn number 2. Side by side down the back straightaway. Here comes the top row. The top row is starting to get organized. We're going to be 3 wide as we head into turn number 3. Side by side, 3 wide from about the second row on back. Top side is starting to work. They're going to need a little bit more help or a whole lot more pushing. Baker on the back of Jason's bumper as they come to the line. Here comes Nash. Nash, a great pusher in that number 7. Looks like Jason's going to get it this time by us. Nash backs off. There are 3 or 4 wide in the pack. Daniel's going to back out in that number 90. as we're 3 wide in that 4th row. Top side had broken up a little bit. We got 8 laps to get it figured out. Mains at the reins. I like that. Still up in front. Garrett down low, Jason up high. Heading down into turn number 3. Side by side, still through the field. Top side starting to get organized. Out of turn number 4. Top side starting to get a run once again. That's led by the 19 of Dylan Jones. He's got Brad Neer all over the back bumper as they come out of turn 4 through the tri-oval. Top side making ground. They've made it up to the 2nd row. Down into turn number 1 and 2. 3 wide. 2 rows back as they come through 1 and 2. Top side starting to gain some ground. Brad all over the back bumper of Dylan. Are we going to be 3 wide for the lead? Down the back straightaway. Heading down towards turn number 3. We are 3 wide for the lead. 3 wide for the lead as we head into turn number 3. Jason with the advantage in the middle side. Top row loses a little bit of ground. They're back lined up with the 2nd row. Coming out of turn number 4. Let's see if that back row. Brad needs to get on the back bumper of Dylan. He's getting a little bit closer as Dylan gets a run on the high side. We got spinning down into the grass. Looks, oh, big wreck in the tri-oval. We got a caution flag. Caution, caution, caution. All right, let's see if we can figure out exactly what happened here. Ooh. Looks like we might have had a little bit of netcode playing a role with the 6. Those 2 came up slightly at netcode took over. They just continued to bounce. Ooh, big wreck. All right, so caution, flag number 3 out with Jason out in front. What a race up at the front of the pack as we have 6 laps to go. Kurt, thank you for the like. So Jason well out in front. These guys are having to wait on the pace car. Jason out in front. Where is the pace car? Pace truck. Pace truck. Oh, they're wrecking. They're wrecking under caution. What happened here? Let's go back and take a look. They are wrecking under caution. More. Ooh! Oh, big wreck in turn 4 under caution at the back of the pack. Let's go take a look at the 6. Slow down. Oof. I mean, he slowed down, but why did he break? He came up way too quick. Ooh. That was rough. That was rough. And he's in contention, but I'll tell you what, we just had a whole bunch of people wreck. Yeah, it's bad. I'm listening to them on the radio. There's a lot of things that happen, like the lucky dog lost his lucky dog. And he's pretty, and you know, the rules are the rules, and it sucks for those guys that are out. But that's racing for it. Yeah, you missed it. What's up, Chris? All right, so we're gonna have 5 laps to go. People are not happy right now. Understandable after that mix up there under caution. Let's go take another look at it. We got a little bit of time. What a mess there. What a mess. Let's see if I can take another look at it. We'll take a look at it. I don't know if we're going one to go this time by. Not it. All right, so this kind of caused the stack up right here. I think, yeah, this caused the stack up. Let's see what happened here. It was probably a downshift. You guys can hear. I can't because I like to be able to hear everything else going on. Oh, oh. And this just kind of caused the rest of the stack up here. Under caution. What a crazy one. What a crazy turn of events is they are side by side getting ready to go green flag racing here. We got Garrett and Jason on that front row. Jason takes the bottom side. Garrett up high. We got Matthew and Dylan. Dylan had that top side working. He was starting to make ground in that third lane. Will he take it 3 wide for the lead? It's going to be hard to separate the mains. And he's got Brad Neer. Brad Neer was awful happy to be on that high side with him. Oh, forgot. What's going on? Okay, so yeah. He's stuck down on the bottom side, third, with Baker up high. So Brad's going to have to be the one to go to the third lane because I don't see Dylan getting out of that hole. With 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go when they take the green flag. Chris, thank you for the like. Appreciate it, brother. Side by side. We're going to see a lot of this. Maybe some 3 wide. More than likely some 3 wide. As they take the green flag this time by. 19 trucks on the track as we speak. Pace car's going to dive in, and Jason's going to lead him to the green flag. There's a pretty good chance that you're going to be right if you pick a mains for the win here, because they've been really strong and they're side by side on these front 2 rows. I can't imagine them moving from where they're at unless there's a wreck on the last lap and just to get in line. All right, green flag is out as Jason gets on the gas down low. Garrett up high. Looks like Matthew sat back a little bit there, so Garrett did not get the push he might have wanted into turn number 1, but Dylan all over the back of Jason. These guys are jockeying for position further back as they come out of turn number 2. The 7 looking high. He is going high with Brad. Brad went high. I don't think that Nash expected it. They're going to be nose to tail coming down the back straightaway. No surprise here. Brad Neer taking it 3 wide as we head down to turn number 3. Brad, always one of the first ones to take it up top. He's got help behind. Can they make some ground out of turn number 4? He's got Nash. Nash has been a great pusher all night. Out of turn. They saw it coming in. Turn number 4 coming through the triangle. Top side needs to get organized. The 90 is looking to make it 4 wide. Heading into turn number 1 and 2. Top side needs some help. Can they get it working? Side by side, up at the front. Jason and Garrett still side by side down the back straightaway. We got a lap car up ahead, just got directed to move. Top side starting to make ground. Brad Neer trying to work that side draft as they head into turn number 3. Top side starting to make some ground. Middle row and top row side by side through turn number 3. Garrett gets the advantage through turn number 3 and 4. We should see Jason get the run on the high side. He does. Here comes Brad Neer up high. In that number 76, he's making a push to the front with Nash all over his back bumper. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. White flag in the air. Who's going to take the win? Who's going to take the win? 3 wide in the second room. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Heading towards turn number 3. They're pushing Nash up. Oh, they're wrecking. They're wrecking in the back straight. Big wreck. Big wreck through the field. We're going to jump up to the front as we got Jason Maines. Jason Maine and Garrett side by side for the lead. Who's going to take the win here? Will somebody pop out of turn number 4? Big push by Baker. He's pushing Maines out front. Maines down on the bottom. We got one going to the bottom lane, down under the yellow line, coming through the line. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Garrett, Jason, Baker, top 3. Wow. Oh. We're going to take a look. It looks like these guys just kind of got jockeyed up. Let's take a look and see exactly what happened. Oh, he just got pushed by Nash a little late, and it seemed to throw him off. Oh, got another tap out of the 90, and that just stacked it up. Big wreck down the back straightaway. Wow. What a race. We got Garrett taking the win here tonight. Jason second, Matthew third. What a run by Dylan. And look, Brad ends up bringing it home in 7th. Good run for him. I know it's not the finish he wanted. All right, I am going to go ahead and mute this chat because we're going to go ahead and bring in Matthew, our 3rd place finisher, as he is out there doing donuts. Go ahead and pull in Matthew. Wow, what a wild one.
Oh, that was a good one.
Well, that was a wild race. I mean, you were pushing. I mean, Garrett owes you there.
He definitely does. We all raced together. Teammates there, Jay and Jeff and Garrett. A lot of fun.
Well, at the end there, and I mean, you were kind of stuck in the middle. Brad Neer got that run on the high side. Were you guys getting nervous there?
No, because we knew that Merck was right behind Near and Nash there, so we knew he was going to fill that gap in the middle. And I saved my temps pretty well enough to where when it came to that last lap, I was going to be able to push the hell out of Garrett there.
Yeah, definitely was a wild one. I mean, you guys worked really good. You led a lot of laps tonight. You got to be happy. You got a lot of fans out there too, rooting for you.
Sweet, awesome. Yeah, I had a ton of fun. Just thanks to Coasting Thunder, thanks to Baker and Sun Construction, teammates Jason, Garrett, Jeff there. Nice 1, 2, 3, and 5. Thanks to Warriors Wraps, good looking paint job, and thanks to the family watching, fiance watching. Thanks for putting on the broadcast last minute. And I know it was real quick, but thanks for putting it on, and thanks to Ian for hosting the race.
Hey, thanks for putting on a show. It made it worth it.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, bud. Congrats. All right, let's bring in our 2nd place driver, Jason. Well, it's been a minute, buddy, but here you are. I thought you might take the win, but you got 2nd place. You got me, Jason? Jason.
Yeah. I got you now, buddy.
I got you. All right, man. What a race up there at the front. You led a good bit of this race, but, you know, it felt like the top side, or the middle lane, I guess you could call it, was really the better lane, and you got stuck down there at the bottom. I think Ian allows you to choose lanes. Do you kind of wish you had picked the top lane?
No, not really. It was methodically thought about how we're going to do it. We talked about it, but we figured Garrett up on the top side. I trusted Dylan behind me, so we've always raced good together. So I wasn't worried about him, per se, wrecking me. I wouldn't wreck him. I didn't expect him to do the same thing to me. So it was a good clean race. And at that point, Baker was pushing Garrett, so I figured we were in a good place there.
Yeah, Dylan was a good pusher. I'll tell you what, you got to be glad that last caution came out because, man, he was getting some pushes out of Brad there, and that top lane was really working with him leading that. I mean, if that had gone green the rest of the way, they could have potentially stole one up there on the top side.
Yeah, the hardest thing about the top side, Brad's a good pusher for sure, but it's temps. I mean, you got to have a bunch of people up there that know what they're doing and are smooth with the pushing because you get hot. I mean, it's like I was controlling temp when I was behind Garrett, trying to keep my car or truck, cool when they were coming. So that's the hardest thing about the outside. But in the end, it's just a ton of fun when you get good people that you can race 3 wide and not have to worry about getting drove through and wrecked. That's what it's about. So if they would have won, they would have won. I mean, that's just the way it is. For me, it's about having fun. And obviously, it's more fun when you win. But when you finish second or to Garrett, Baker, or Dylan, whoever it is, and it's a clean race, then that's a win for everybody. So that's what it's about.
Yeah, definitely a good payday for the team. I mean, you guys all ran really well, and man, it was a lot of fun to watch. You got any friends, family, sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Always thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Everything we do is for Him. I got to thank Elliott Sadler Esports, Into the Apex, ChevroletLiners.com. Want to thank Colleague Racing with their help with Garrett. I got to thank Lennox Industries, Bradley Mechanical, Ian for putting on, you guys for doing the broadcast, and I give Ian all the credit in the world. What he did on the last lap, that is how you run a league. I mean, the guy wasn't going to move. He was going to jack up the whole race for the checkered flag, and he took care of it. So, congrats to him on that. A lot of respect for him.
Yeah, he definitely puts on a good show, has his lines and doesn't cross them, and definitely you know what to expect,
Oh,
which is
absolutely.
awesome.
He did what he said he was going to do, and like I said, yeah, it was going to get ugly going down the back straightaway when the lap car was not moving and wasn't going to move, and like I said, he took care of it.
For sure. Well, good run here tonight. I'm gonna bring in Garrett, but hey, good show.
Thank you, James. I appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.
Um,
All right, we're gonna bring in Garrett. Been a minute since he's been. Well, it's been a while since I've talked to you, sir. What's up, buddy?
Oh well, I would say that was a good race for us.
Yeah, it definitely was a great race, and having Matthew on your heels there. I mean, he was a great pusher. Another one I saw that was pushing you really well on the bottom side was Nash. I mean, I don't think anybody was pushing anybody as well as Nash was on the bottom side when you were stuck down low. And you actually came out ahead a few times with him, or much closer than everybody else when you guys were all side by side.
Yeah, absolutely. It was actually really hard tonight for whatever reason to get a run up off the bottom. It was extremely difficult when the outside was hooked up. Like they could get 2 cars clear pretty easily. So there was like no incentive to jump down. So when we were on the bottom there and they started working the top, I was interested to see how that would work. But I think people were getting hot when they went up top 3 wide, and thankfully we were able to defend against the moves that were coming from up there. So there at the end, we knew it was just a waiting game, keeping our temps there, and Baker was shoving me good down the front stretch on that coming to the white, and we were able to maintain. So it was really cool to be able to, get that 1-2-3 with the 3 of us. A lot of great teamwork tonight. I feel like it was like perfectly executed. There were some people that were able to hang with us on pit road, but we were all in all able to, put it together. And even with all the cautions at the end, we were able to survive and bring it home.
Yeah, it definitely got a little hairy. I mean, you guys had a good little group of 7 cars there after the cautions, and that was going to be the battle for the lead because Danny still had to pit when he was out in first, and it was fun to watch you guys. And that second pack really never organized that was behind you guys, and you guys were actually side by side pulling away from them. That had to feel good, and you were probably hoping it would go green the rest of the way.
At the time we were, but I think it would have been a closer battle had it gone green than how it ended up because people got boxed in places that they weren't before, where we were just 2 organized teams at that point. So we were able to really, capitalize there at the end of the race because we were in prime position where they were, stuck behind us or basically boxed in. So, there wasn't as much of the threat like it was on that green flag run where they were lined up on the top, able to keep that run going. So all in all, I'm happy with the way that ended. I mean, it could have gone worse, that's for sure. So, it's it's really cool to be able to pull off 1, 2, 3.
It definitely looked hairy going down the back straightaway there. I mean, you were probably in the best position, um, being where you were at in the middle lane and that second lane, than your dad was. But man, going down the back straightaway with the lap car, it had to be scary in that last lap.
Yeah, it was definitely scary to hear, basically the
I
entire
heard 'em.
intention there was, I am going to try to, cause mayhem here. And, props to Ian for, for race controlling tonight and not putting up with that because, that ain't right. So it
I
was
get that.
definitely, tensions were getting high there because you're like, dang, it's one thing to hold your line and just, it's sketchy to go 3 or 4 wide with a lap car. It's another to know that there is poor intent here and you're gonna have to pass them. But it all worked out thankfully, and
It's not like it was lap 25 and he was trying to bleed into the field. It
yeah,
was
exactly.
it was the last lap and he had zero chance.
Yep, we knew where that was going. It was a little uncomfortable, but
For sure.
yeah.
Well, why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Absolutely. Got to give a shout out to ChevyLiners.com, Leaf Filter Gutter Protection, Colleague Racing, Elliott Sadler Esports, Lennox, MCU Body. Shout out to my dad and Matthew Baker there for all the great teamwork in that race, and also shout out to Jeff Merck because honestly, like the amount of momentum that we were able to carry on the bottom when Nash was pushing me was thanks to him being able to keep that momentum up. So overall, great night for us.
Well, good to see you in Victory Lane. Hopefully, we can see you in the Coke Series soon. I know you've had an up and down season, but some good runs out there too. So, um, hopefully, you get Victory Lane there too. So,
I appreciate it. We're going to try to make a good run in the All-Star Open. I feel like the Chicago street course is not what I'm fond of, but I do think that I have a really good chance to, to go out and hopefully win the Open and maybe sneak into the top 10, top 5 in the main. We'll see.
for sure, go out there, have some fun. Congratulations, bud.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. All right, Garrett Maines with that first place finish. Yeah, that was definitely. I was listening, and I heard him, so I definitely agree with the decision that Ian Martin made there. It sucks. I mean, he waited. He gave him as much of a chance as he could, and the kid knew what was going to happen. So it's not like it was a big surprise. But we're going to go ahead and go through tonight's race results. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the ticker on the top side. Guys, we will be back with ISSL on a weekly basis here as they're going to be starting their Super Speedway Series League again. So look forward to that as Garrett Maines takes the win. Jason second, Matthew in third. Dylan C. Jones is going to take that fourth position with a very strong run. Jeff Merck in fifth. Kenneth Stamper recovers up to that sixth position. Brad Neer somehow finishes seventh. Danny in that number 6. Definitely a little chaos for him out there tonight. Finishes, 8th. Eli in 9th. Timothy in 10th. Nash should have had a better run tonight. He had a strong number 7. Finishes 11th. Jordan in 12th. Kerry Whitaker in that 13th position. Javon in 14th. Daniel in 15th. Kevin Winker in that 16th position. Jerry in 17th. Dalton McKinney had a strong run early. Finishes 18th. Brian finishes 19th. Adam, Hank Parks in 20th. Francesco in 21st. Trevor finishes 22nd. PJ Literal in 23rd. Sean Powers in 24th. Cole Wilson 25th. Keith McCracken in 26th. Ambrose 27th. Joshua Moore 28th. Mikey Hart in 29th. Brandon Holder 30th. Wally Babb in 31st. Ryan finishes 32nd. Carter 33rd. Daniel 34th. And Michael Eckhart rounds out the field in that 35th position. What a race here tonight.